Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the starting 11 show. Everton versus Liverpool. The Merseyside derby. Can you believe this is the first Merseyside derby at Goodison Park with fans since Marco Silva was in charge? That 0-0 that we experienced. It's mad. It's absolutely mad. But yes, it's here. The Merseyside derby. Let's get into it. In goal, of course, it's going to be Jordan Pickford, and he might be having a busy night, so he's going to have to be at his absolute best. Let's be honest, he's going to have an incredible game against Liverpool. If we want to get out of this game with anything, he's going to have an incredible game. So he's going to have to be at his very best. And there's a lot of demons to put to bed as well. Obviously, following on from last season, there's going to be a hell of a lot of scrutiny on Jordan Pickford. The first time, obviously, with Virgil van Dijk and coming back to Goodison Park and everything else. Jordan Pickford just seems synonymous with Merseyside derbies in the last couple of years, doesn't he? Or the last 3 or 4 years. So big game, hopefully, from Jordan Pickford. At right back, Seamus Coleman. It's just sad that Everton can play poorly every single week. And we don't have any room for manoeuvre. Left back, Luca Dean, centre backs, Michael Keane and Ben Godfrey. And you look at that defence, and it's been poor in the last few weeks. Certainly, Seamus Coleman attacking. I didn't think they were too bad on Sunday, but up against a very, very poor Brentford side, who once they scored didn't really bother again the rest of the game to get forward too much. But it's just sad that we haven't got players who can replace Seamus Coleman. Certainly Seamus Coleman, or we obviously know Yerry Mina again, which is a massive disappointment. And these fellas are all going to be tested massively. Coleman and Dean are not going to have much opportunity to get forward. And Keane and Godfrey are going to have to be at their absolute best. They're going to be the concentration levels are going to have to be huge. But again, a couple of weeks ago we played Manchester City, so we saw that kind of level that we're going to be up against. But they're up against such a unique front three in Wales football that they're going to have to keep them quiet. Again, everyone's going to have a big game. I suppose if you're looking for players to have a big game, the Merseyside derby is the one, because it just means that if you do have a good game and you do get a good result out of it, it obviously means so much to so many people that this is the game to do it. This is the one that if you can get something out of it, it's huge. So that is the back four I've gone for. In midfield, we're going to have to match them up, I imagine. We're going to have to go like for like. I don't think we can have a spare floating attacker around like Rafa Benitez but seems to believe is the answer, when it's definitely not the answer, especially when it's Iwobi. So I'm going to go for Allen. I'm going to go for Fabian Delph, and I'm going to go for Decore. Obviously, Allen and Delph to try and win back, the ball as much as they can, and Decore to try and break through with the ball. Liverpool are just fantastic at pressing. They're such a good pressing side. So I don't think our back four can, have too much of the ball, which means that we are going to have to, move the ball into midfield quite quickly. I think Fabian Delph's a good option for that. And I think, we're going to need that. Decore hopefully can move forward with the ball, but also become that number 10, become that out ball at times, someone running through between the lines and joining up with the forward. It's going to be difficult because they're going to find themselves a lot of the time outnumbered just because of the way Liverpool play, and they're going to find they're not going to have much time on the ball whatsoever. So they've going to, again, as I say, all these players are going to have to be at their very best on Wednesday night if we're going to get a result out of this game. On the right, let's have a little bit of think about this. I think I probably would stick with Andros Townsend, but there was part of me that was thinking, Anthony Gordon, because I'm going to play Gray on the left. There was part of me just thinking maybe it's time to give Townsend a rest and to leave Gordon in and bring Gray back. But I just think maybe this is the last game before you give Townsend the rest. Maybe you give Townsend the rest against Arsenal if everyone's fit, or certainly everyone in the attacking foot positions is fit, because he hasn't looked great. He wasn't great the other day. It's not that he's not looking great. It's just that maybe just change things up. Just go with something else. Just something different. Something a little bit fresher, because we've got no creativity at all. And maybe Gray and Gordon running at the Liverpool, back four. Because we know Liverpool's fullbacks love to try and push on and get high. Well, maybe if we have a couple of our own players pushing them midfielders back, using that pace. But I'm going to stick with Townsend and Gray back in the side, because I think we just need a bit of experience, and I wouldn't like to see Anthony Gordon go into this game and do something silly just to try and, they always say play the game, not the occasion. I don't think Anthony Gordon's that kind of player, but we've seen other players get caught up in Merseyside derbies, so I think Anthony Gordon coming off the bench just to give us something a little bit different. I think I'd stick with the experience just for this game. And up front, it is obviously Rondon. No, it's Richarlison. Richarlison is back from suspension. But Richarlison's got to do a hell of a lot more than he has been recently. He's been very isolated recently, and he's got to get about the game a little bit more. And when I say that, not like Man City going around kicking someone, just be a little bit more mobile. Get down the channels, be an outball, because you're going to have to be an outball, but make sure he is an outball. Hit the channels and make sure he's going into those channels, because we're not going to have much time on the ball, and we're going to need to stretch Liverpool with playing a long ball. And we don't particularly play a lot of long balls because we haven't got Dominic Calvert-Lewin in the side, but I think we're going to have to do that and rely on the pace of Richarlison and the pace of Gray. So, not particularly confident going into this game, but why would you be? Because Liverpool are absolutely flying, scoring goals for fun. But Liverpool have won once at Goodison in 10 years. We won the last derby. They drew at Goodison last year. They drew at Goodison the season before. Fingers crossed. That's all we can do, is have a little bit of just hope for a little bit of good luck. And it could be a game that changes our season. Who knows? This could be the result that changes our season. All we can do is get behind the team and let everything else, worry about everything else that's going on after the game. But for the game, we just got to get behind the team. And hope for the best. Hope for the best. There you go. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you agree? Do you disagree with my 11? There's not much more room for manoeuvre, let's be honest. Andrew Gomez is back, but he'll be on the bench. Gordon, do you start him? Do you not start him? There's nothing at the back. There's very little in midfield. I wouldn't play another attacker because, let's be honest, we're going to be defending for most of this game. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you check out the match preview as well. The opposition match preview with Paul Machin from the Redmen TV is on our Patreon right now. That's an exclusive on Patreon. Check that out right now. The link is in the description and it's on the screen. Thank you for watching. See you later.